Now you go on to sophomore year. Sophomore year, you look at the studies. Sophomore year really shows you the insidious side of education in America, because you've spent a fucking decade minimum in the system, right? A decade. And you're what? 16, 17 years old? So well over half your life. You've kind of just birthed your consciousness through this process and through this system. And where are you at when you are a sophomore? You are fixated on looking good on paper. I've got to get this GPA. I've got to get these test scores. I've got to become the secretary of the fucking Spanish club, and I've got to be in the band, or I'm going to play football, or I'm going to play softball, or I'm going to do this, and I got to get letters of rec, and I've got to do all this community service and stuff so that I can submit my file. I can submit my paperwork. And these schools, these factories, these foremen at these fucking factories are going to look at me, and I want to get hooked up with the best brand I can. Holy shit, that's how you're thinking. That's fucked up. That is so fucked up. And again, it doesn't have to be that way. What can happen is you deepen that percentage of going out and leaving campus and working on business in whatever way you can. We believe at the sophomore level that business plans should be taught to students. They should be required. Now remember, we think that colleges and universities should be more like places for business incubation, to where they would be taking these business plans that were created by high school students over 2-3 years, instead of putting all that fucking time in an ACT test or an SAT test that doesn't do shit other than get you into a fucking college. Why don't we have kids spending years developing business plans that at the very least, if it doesn't fucking go anywhere, they will have a better understanding of, hey, this is how management works, and this is how marketing works, and this is how I put together my budgets, and these are the KPIs that we're going to have to follow, and this is how much money we anticipate coming. You're learning the financial language that you need to know for life much, 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 much further beyond whatever the fuck you're going to do on an ACT or SAT test. So why don't you, starting freshman or sophomore year, start learning the components of a business plan and be required to do so? And then also, instead of only spending 20% out working on a business plan or doing something on the financial side of things, it goes up to 40%. Because again, fuck those tests. Those tests aren't going to do shit for me. And let's not forget about that population of students who know from the very beginning, or it's starting to dawn on them, I'm not going to college. What in the fuck is sophomore year going to be doing for somebody who's not going to go to college? Shouldn't they just fucking drop out? Why hang around for another 2 or 3 years of this bullshit when you could go out and start making money?